Hi guys, my name's Phil. Welcome to Airgun Marksman.
The sunshine, I'm time to know, yeah. Digging myself deep down into a hole, yeah. Searching for fortune, looking for answers, yeah.
Hi guys, hope you're well. It's nice to be back, albeit it's very hot and humid. We're down at the range and we're cracking on, solving a few problems. So, first of all, today I'd like to talk about pellets. So, I've had a little predicament with my Uragan, where I've been using 16 grain 5.52s for a long while, and I've noticed that it's not quite grouping as much as I'd like it to, not quite as well. So what I want to do is show you the whole process of choosing the right pellet size for my gun, because some people just say, yeah, it's a 2.2, just get some 2.2 pellets. It's not quite the way it works. So what I've done is I've bought all of the same exact pellets, JSB Jumbo Exacts, Diabolos, and I've bought a pack in 5.50, 5.51, 5.52 and 5.53. So, and I've also got some 5.52s in 18 grain. So what I want us to do is see what the difference is. If there's any difference, can I just get one of these in 2.2 and shoot them well? Or is there a specific size which works well with my rifle? So let's get on the range and give it a go. Right, so with it being with it being a little bit blustery today, you'll see when I show you the footage shortly. What I want to do is I'll put a target out at 30, and what we'll do is we'll start with the 5.50s, then go 5.51s, 5.52s, 5.53s, and see which is the better. It's plain and simple. So what I did first of all was I've given my barrel a good clean, pull through. So what I did was I use a wire pull through, put it in from this. I actually whip my silencer and shroud off, because that's got a built-in silencer in there. I whip that off. The barrel length is about here. Push the wire down to the back, feed my cotton cleaners into it, pull it through so it's nice and stiff. Pull it a bunch of times. Keep going and keep going. Keep using fresh pads until it is squeaky clean, not one bit of residue on it. What I will say is you've got to be careful of the breech seal just inside the barrel at the back. This goes for a lot of rifles. Most guns have an internal breech seal. So that's the seal between the pellet probe and the breech once the cocking bolt is forward. So yeah, let's give it a go. First of all, I've put in the 5.50s. I just stuck 5 in it. The scope is very loosely zeroed, okay? Because we're going to go through a bunch of different sizes. Before my clean, I was using 5.52s, and I was using them in the 18 grain, sorry. So, because I'd like to book the wind a little bit as much as I can. So there's the drop difference in 16 grain and 18 grain isn't so much of a problem for me with having the Zulus. This thing calculates my drops, so I don't need to worry about it. All I need to worry about is trying to beat the wind. So I'm let's have a look. I'm trying to shoot down the side of a bank today to give us as much cover as possible. I'm going to change my reticle in a second. So let's see if I can start recording. Now, right. I haven't used this for a while. Let's have a good gander. So I stuck a HFT target down there, a bench rest target down there. It's one of those ones, you know, where the guys sit on a range, they've got a £3,000 gun, they've got a £2,000 prop at the front, they've got a £2,000 clamp at the back, and they go, this is what they do. Oh, I'm such a good shot. So, yeah, we're not playing about with that today. I'd sooner see that competition at 50 metres, to be honest. So I think we might even look at holding some of that here at some point. So what I'll do is I'll pick a spot on the targets. I'll change my colour on my reticle just so we can see it on the white. Let's have a gander. Shall we go red, green? I'm going to go red. Okay, so we'll sharpen the image up. There. So we're on 10 times mag. And I'm even going to drop my bipod. So you've got to try and make yourself as comfy as possible. And I'm trying to get as many points of contact with the table as I can, because the table's stable. So if I drop my bipod legs, I can get my fist underneath the rear of the stock and really drive it home. And I can get the palm grip onto my arm too. So it all helps me more stable. Okay, so I don't know what the wind is doing there. I know it's going from the back of our unit over the roof, swirling down and then going right to left slightly, I think. So we'll just stick a couple down on the side and see what we're like. We'll go here. I'll cock it first. Okay. Right, so that's top left. You can see that. Remember, I was using the 5.52s. These are 5.50s. See that? Same on. Wow, no wind there. Was that 5? There. So that is 5.50s. As you can see, from where my original point of, what shall we say, where my crosshairs is, from where I was zeroed previously with previous pellets, you can see on there that we were going high and high left, and it was sort of a little bit of left to right. There is a little bit of left to right wind if you look at that. See, so not the best day to be shooting, but we're quite well shielded down this side, so it's going to catch a little bit, but not, hopefully not too much. So yeah, let's have a look. 5.51s. 5.51s. Upon inspection, they look good. There's no dinted skirts. So many people will ask why I'm using JSBs, why not H&Ns, why not this, why not that, why not the other. So the quality of JSB pellets is fantastic, absolutely fantastic, second to none, number one. Number two, I've never had them come all damaged in the post, so they're packed well. Number three, they come in different sizes. So I think if you're trying different pellets out, there's no point in trying a H&N at 5.52, a JSB and 5.51, and a Norma pellet or some other shite at 5.57. You know, there's just no point. You're better off starting with one common denominator, one differing factor for each projectile, which is the size. Keep the pellets exactly the same, change the size. Plus, they're all made from the same lead alloy composition, so you don't need to keep cleaning your barrel every time. Makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so again, here we go. Small target at 30. I'll go just below the last one. Somewhere there, and it's gone top left again. God, you know what? I jumped out the window a minute ago and put this target out. This is the first time in a long time I've been able to see my heartbeat through the scope. Oh, a bit high. I pulled that one. Yeah, the group's quite big, like the first one. Straight through. But I think that group is better than the first one. Slightly tightening up. Let's go to 5.52s in the 16 grain. Okay. 5.52. I'm going to go into the middle a little bit. Bugger it. Wow. Yeah, it's definitely 1-0 in. You can see how much it's changed after just a clean. Oh, odd. Wow. Back to normal. We'll try another one. One more. Back through that group again. Okay. So you can see again, a little bit of a breeze around there. Groups, I think that is probably the best group so far. Let's see if we go up to 5.53 and it keeps tightening up. I'm guessing it might. 5.52s, what we got? 5.51s. 5.51s. Oh, it's a small tin. Okay. So what I will say is this is a 600ml CZ barrel, unchoked. So I am guessing that going up to 5.53 may give us a better seal in the barrel, because the choke in a barrel allows the skirt of the lead pellet to just nip into the sidewalls and create a better seal to give that final push out for the pellet, because obviously it's got a lot of expanding air pushing behind it. So these might be a winner, or they might go all over the place. But it's funny how it's reacting to warm weather, I suppose, because I think in the cold, when it's very cold outside, like less than 10 degrees, it tends to like a 5.52. So if this does what I think it does and likes the 5.53, then maybe there's a bit of expansion going on. I don't know. Here we go, and we're off. So 553. I'm going to go just below the last one. Going top left again, so that's good, predictable. Oh, that sign's wobbling around. The target. It's on a real thin pole. And it's like a sail. I suppose we're only looking for a noticeable difference. I mean, we're not going to shoot any fantastic groups today with this weather. Oh, we'll do an extra on 6. Yeah. Okay. Not too bad. I think I might do a 550 again and do it just here next to the 553 to get a direct comparison. That might be handy. 552, 550. 1, 2, what do we do? Do we do? Yeah, we did 6, didn't we? 3, 4, 5, 6. You've also got to be aware with air guns and soft skirted pellets, when you've got a magazine which is spring loaded, that is adding some friction and some pressure to one side of the pellet. So when you put it into the rifle and then cycle the bolt forward, your pellet probe is pushing that pellet across a small bridge between the magazine and passing the transfer port into the rifled barrel. So, and trying to get it to activate in the rifling. If that transition isn't very smooth, it's going to nick onto the side of the pellet and cause issues. Also, if there's too much tension on the magazine spring, it can cause you issues again with bending the skirt. So I know a lot of people swear that the skirt, the air pressure behind the skirt blows it out, but you never really know in the shot cycle. Right, so I'm going to go just here next to it. I'm going to change the colour of my reticle. It keeps getting bright and dark outside. There we go, change to black. As you can see, the scope is fantastically clear, as usual. Digital scope, I may add. Of course, by DNT. Oh no, I rushed that shot because I saw the wind coming. So did you see the last shots? They were going one side and then left. So I don't know if that's a difference or it's a bit of a wind change. So yeah, let's go and have a look. So we started off with a 5.5 O's. Quite a scatty group. 5 shots in there. If you look there, 2 in that hole, 1, 2, 3. You're not winning any prizes with that, are you? So there's your 5.5 O's. 5.5 1s at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, very similar. You're not really getting any prizes with that. Is that the 5.5 2s? Yeah, I mean they're a little bit higgledy-piggledy. There's one bloody flyer. I really don't know what happened there. And then we've got the 553s. It's still a raggy hole, but it managed to take a bit of the middle out. So what I'd like to do is eliminate 550s. They're no good. 551s are too big. 552s and 553s. Yeah, so 552s, 553. Yeah, so it prefers a bigger size. So it's what it's done. It's enabled us to then bring the margins down a little bit. So rather than trying 4 pellets now, we can try 2. We can concentrate on the 2 and see how we get on. So now that we have rounded it down, we've run the eliminator and we've decided that 550s and 551s aren't quite grouping as tightly today in this weather, in these conditions, in this heat, at this sea level. And all the rest of the excuses I've come up with. We'll bin them off. So now what I've got, the 552s, 552s in 18 grain, and the 553s. So now we put them through another little stress test. We haven't tried the 18 grains yet. I want to see if these 552 16 grains are a winner first. So we'll go again with the 552s. But what I would urge you to do is, I'm just rushing through this quickly to give you an idea of what I do, to give you the gist of what's going on. But the little test that I've just done, I would repeat that and repeat that and repeat that at all different ranges. I mean, we're doing this at 30 metres. But what I would do is find the best couple of pellets at 30 metres. If I can't choose between them, I'd then go out further. You know what I mean? Right, I just heard the door go. Must be seeing things. Right. Okay, so I'm gonna chuck a couple more down. Now we've got to the dead heat. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more so we can see what we can do in a bit better. Sharpen that image up. Oh yeah, look at that wind. It's hard to get a very fair test today because of the weather. But if we're shooting them all in the same conditions and one of them groups better than the others, it might be a shitty group, but it might be head and shoulders above the others, then we know that's probably the pellet we need to go with. And what I would be comfortable using in certain weathers. I've brought the 18 grains out because it's a little bit windy today. I want to see if they book the wind better than the 16 grain. I know it's only 2 grain, but that little 2 grain might make a massive amount of difference. So, let's start recording. Yeah, that's moving around a bit, isn't it? I'm going to go to this one here. Stop moving. So I'm glad it's going in that top left box. That's where the others were going. Oh, I saw the paper move then as that pellet went. Yeah, so I'm not getting any substantial flyers. which is great. That's the 552. I'm now going to try the 18 grain in 552 and see how we get on with that. Right, handful of 18 grains. Whew, locked and loaded. I know you can't tell because I'm not covered in sweat, but it's 30 degrees in here. Luckily, we've got the draft. It's keeping the temps down a little, or the perceived temperature down a little, but it's not helping the shooting much. Okay, there's a lot of movement up there, isn't there? Shall we go lower for less movement? Oh, geez. So, as you can see, it's not the biggest fan today of the 18s. So what we'll go to is the 553s in 16 grain and see if that trumps what we've just done. And if it does, winner, winner. That's our pellet of choice today. And we'll sling a few around and see what it's doing in the wind. If not, don't know. Start again. Maybe try some Spitfires. Right. Here we go. Keep it rolling. So we'll go 18 grains there. And we're going to go, the lighting's changed a little bit again. Oh! Pull that one a bit. Yeah, I think these are the one. That's funny, that is, because this gun is always like the 552s. I've never shot it in such a hot day as today, and today it prefers the 553s. So after a barrel clean and it being 30 odd degrees in here, reg pressure is still the same. So maybe there's a bit of barrel expansion, 0.01 of a mil, I don't know. Anyway, let's throw a couple of pellets down the range and see what else it'll do. So let's go close up. So we were shooting to the left, weren't we? So holdovers, let's go somewhere here. So that's about, let's say 18 or 19 meters. We got a rat at 25. I'm using the right holdovers, aren't I? Unders, rather. Oh! There we go. So, it's pretty definitive, I think. I think we'd be able to get much better groups on a calmer day, obviously. So, what did we learn today? I think we learned what we already know. Don't try pellet testing on a windy day. You're not really going to get anywhere. But we managed to get some results Luckily for us, I mean, I already knew what pellet my gun likes. I've been shooting that thing for over a year. I know it likes a 5.52. It's just interesting that now the warm weather's got here, it now likes a 5.53. Strange. And with my barrel being unchoked, it's another curious one, because generally pellet barrels have a decent choke in the end, and they're probably more forgiving. I've been running the 18 grains in 5.52 in that rifle for, I don't know, the past 6 months, and when it comes to going out murdering stuff, I've not been missing. So it really goes to show how the wind affects a pellet. I don't know if you can pick up the wind. I know I'm moving around a lot. I can feel it blowing on my back. The trees are giving it some big wiggle. So these are the joys of shooting low-powered guns. The joys of shooting low-powered guns in any kind of weather other than the perfect environment. It's just diabolical. Yeah, easy 25 plus mile an hour. So yeah, come see us at Radley Hall at the Game Fair at the end of July, last weekend of July. There's going to be a lot going on. Come see us. I'll be there with DNT. We'll have all the digital optics on display. We'll have all of the glass optics on display. We'll have a few rifles with them on that you can look around at. And come pester us, talk some crap to us, buy me a beer, buy me a coffee, buy me a sandwich. Either or. You buy me a beer, I'll buy you one back. Let's make a day of it. Yeah, come down for a good crack. Have some fun, buy some stuff, spend some money. Above all, have a good weekend. Ladies.
Been round the sunshine, up time to know, yeah. Digging myself deep down into a hole, yeah. Searching for fortune, looking for answers, yeah. Oh, but I got a feeling this goes on forever.